Todo pasa y todo queda. Everything passes, nothing stays. Pero lo nuestro es pasar, but our fate is to walk this way. Pasar haciendo caminos, to pass through making roads as we go. Caminos sobre la mar, roads across the sea's endless flow. Nunca perseguí la gloria, I never sought the glory or fame, ni dejar en la memoria, nor long to leave behind my name. De los hombres mi canción, my song was never meant to last. Yo amo los mundos sutiles, I love the world so soft and light. Ingrávidos y gentiles, weightless and gentle in their flight. Como pompas de jabón, like soap bubbles drifting.
At our first get-together, Edie laid out how the days would run. Two bands, Pablo and Jose Luis, carrying us each morning to that day's starting point.
Your mom and your dad.
The road is made by walking instead. Caminante, no hay camino. Pilgrim, there is no road ahead. Se hace camino al andar. The road is made by walking instead. Al andar se hace camino
Our first day was gentle, a warm-up walk to a mountain pass near Saint Jean.
On the trip right here.
You see the path you walked at last. Se ha de volver a pisar a path you'll never walk again.
Then down into the town, where we wandered and stopped for lunch before the real walking began. Many pilgrims start at this church. We would not. Edie knew the descent from Saint Jean to Roncesvalles as the most dangerous stretch of the whole Camino, steep and exposed. The weather had been cold and rainy. One bad step, she said, and a twisted ankle could end the Camino before it began. At the hotel, we get our passports at our first stamp.
This is a locally made, wonderful garlic soup.
Muy bien.
Muy bien, muy bueno todo. Somewhere, start your little book going, and then we'll meet you up at the highest point up here, and you can decide whether you want to continue or whether we go further.
Okay?
Yeah.
Two days more or less. It's llano, it's asphalt.
Flat.
last little bit is a little steep. It's not like California.
At the summit, an iron procession of pilgrims stands frozen mid-stride, old and new, side by side. Carved into its base a single line, donde se cruza el camino del viento con el de las estrellas, where the path of the wind crosses that of the stars. It is said pilgrims once followed the Milky Way west, long before there were roads to guide them.
Buen camino.
At the wine fountain in Irache, where a Netflix crew is filming their own Camino movie, the fountain is dry, but Victor gives the spigot a try anyway.
And he goes, don't touch. So he calls out there, comes back with gloves. With gloves. And he's taking his women's underwear out of his. And he goes, okay. I said, not okay.
Yeah.
Well, are you ready to roll?
We're gonna roll.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is a very ready group.
Yeah.
I prefer to walk, but if it's steep enough.
I like rolling, I gotta say.
If it's a rocky road, I want to be walking.
El mirador.
Clue number one. It is near a plaza with a church by the name of the saint whose city we are winding up in. Don't say it. Keep it to yourself. Church with the name of the saint whose city we are winding up in. Clue number one. This particular plaza is right in the entrance of Logroño. Clue number two. No ChatGPT. And third clue, look up and look down, but not past.
Buen camino.
We stop here, okay? Because we are going to cross
you already know this, today is 20.7 kilometers and 12 miles. We're driving 20 minutes to Nájera, which is about 28 kilometers, very close, and then we'll drop you off and pick you up in Santo Domingo de la Calzada. Pero ellos entran al hotel hoy. Today you walk into the hotel,
Okay.
and it's one of the paradors.
Gracias.
Action.
El Dios bendito nos da más. Aman, 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 aman. El Dios bendito nos da más. Purim, 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 lano, Pesach, Pesach, la mano. La nona está diciendo a los nietos a limpiar el polvo, cantones y los techos. Aman, 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 aman. El Dios bendito nos da más sal. Aman, 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 aman. El Dios bendito nos da más sal. Purim, 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 lano, Pesach, Pesach, a la mano. El Señor Rubí dijo a las tías no comer el pan 8 días. Aman, 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 aman. El Dios bendito nos da más sal. Aman, 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 aman. El Dios bendito nos da más sal.
Action. Buen camino.
Voy caminando por senderos donde el viento cuenta historias, bajo el sol entre los cerros, cada paso una memoria. Camino de Santiago, donde el alma encuentra paz. En tus huellas dejo sueños, mis lágrimas se van. Cada piedra un susurro de los que fueron y son. En el camino de la vida sigo buscando mi razón. Las estrellas son testigos de mis miedos y anhelos. Cada encuentro un abrigo, cada adiós un nuevo vuelo. Camino de Santiago, donde el alma encuentra paz. En tus huellas dejo sueños, mis lágrimas se van. Cada piedra un susurro de los que
You know what happens. Jump out of your
Eso es lo que dicen todos los que fueron por ese camino.
Buen camino.
remarks. I like it all. But what makes it the best is the company.
Show me the skies.
Wow.
Amazing. Sammy for Sammy's documentary.
Oh, wait, you're recording?
Ooh, yeah.
No.
Buen camino.
Look at me now. Hello. No. Well, you can do that way, but you can take the elevator, yeah.
We made it, yes. Oh, you're filming. Yeah, I gotta film. Of course. How are you, Mama?
Leon is beautiful. Just driving through the streets of Leon. That was just
I learned how to do it, like, to get the whole thing.
Oh, no.
This is pretty.
Oh,
Yeah. Are you okay? You can take it.
I'm so crestfallen.
Chris is walking in flip-flops. We warn him. Bloody toes and blisters. He shrugs it off. It's fine, he says.
Okay, buen camino.
Buen camino. fields. I think they're preparing to, the plants are just starting to come in. We saw some corn that was being planted, some fields are being, just set up for new crops. Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's gorgeous. Really nice day today.
Very good.
Got a nice little cool breeze. It's sunny.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for a better day.
Are you having second thoughts, Chris? Just much sturdier.
The zeros are very.
Thin. And I made like my own. I got like a really tough field of that, and like kind of made my own.
Yeah. Hey. Yes. Sorry. For 4.9 miles. Hey.
I think Kasha likes the bacalao, Everywhere we be, she's ordering the bacalao.
Edie meant to show us a Maragato farm museum. We found guitars instead of plows, a pop music foundation run by Alex Cooper, an old Spanish rock star.
Like hayloft somewhere. I was sleeping in the barn couch, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And then we saw this gorgeous little,
It's a nice little
and
hotel.
I'm
That's our
like,
overflow.
oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is. I'm
And
so
breakfast was very
spoiled.
nice. And Carlos was great, right? Was he there? Yeah.
I was so spoiled. I'm like, this was supposed to be like a time of suffering for me, a time of fasting, and here I am, like.
She says forget the roll, she wants the cake.
Here we are, Papa. You got a good one.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
I wear this. I'm birthday girl.
Driving ahead, we meet the Galician cow, clearly in charge, stopping traffic cold so her herd can cross to the next field. Later, the pilgrims admire the same herd grazing peacefully with no idea what it took to get them there.
Alex, can you move in Dutch? Is it Kukarimu? Kukarimu. Oh.
Place dance. I think there was a little chimney with a witch's hat. It had a little cone-shaped thing. Yeah. Looked like a stone. So I took a picture. You want to see it? Yeah.
Coach, how many miles?
3.87.
3.87. 3.48.
Isn't this cute? And I said, but Alex thinks he looks like a giraffe. And Mom goes,
Boots on the old stone, dust on the hill. I left with my father, he left it again. Names in my pocket, rain in my sleeve. I carry the graves and the ones who believe. One step, then another, through thorn and through...
yes.
Action.
Okay, I don't know where we are.
Okay.
But we should be on the other side of that stupid antenna that I've been waiting for a long time.
All right, what do we have to look forward to?
All downhill from here.
It's all downhill from here. Unless it's uphill both ways.
Right, which will be tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, all good.
I walk Camino stones. Call me on Camino stones. A widow beside me, a boy.
Hold on. Action.
Okay, so this is take two. We have passed the antenna. And I'm gonna say Kasha made me a liar because this is not downhill!
We share the cold, the path holds the living, the path holds the old. One step, then another, through ache and through ache. The road keeps us moving, the road makes us brave. Camino stones, lead me home. Camino stones, I walk Camino stones. Call me on Camino stones.
A voice
from
from
the
the starboard
starboard
shouted,
echoed,
"Ahoy!" And there was my mother sitting on a board.
Don't be ridiculous. A boy is a juvenile male.
No, a buoy that guides a ship to sail. Oh, 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 the wind blows free. Oh, for the life of the rolling sea. My
Tell me
mother
what? No.
then, oh,
Tell me what
has become of my children three. My mother then, she asked of me, what will be talking Christian, whether we're gonna see. Oh, oh,
Hear the first voices coming down the line. My mother before me, my children ahead. A river of footsteps through the living and dead. Camino stones.
Fuenteventura was a ruin in 2001. Today, pilgrims walk into a town alive again. Albergues, cafes, bars, voices, and laundry on the line.
Camino stones. We walk as one. Camino stones.
Very good. First always. You're always first.
Lift us high, Camino stones, to the sky.
of your good, after the balance of your good, of my good deeds.
Okay, team, please, one photo. Photo.
We walk these stones where our fathers walked, colors of the road caught soft on the brush. 25 years and the road still calls. We answer it now in the quiet and the rush. Ultre onward, Santiago calls. To say upward beyond these walls. We walk these stones where our fathers walked, colors of the road caught soft on the brush. 25 years and the road still calls. We answer it now in the quiet and the rush. Ultre onward, Santiago calls. To say upward beyond these walls.
Salud. Al centro, para adentro, ¿cómo es?
Arriba.
Abajo, al centro y para adentro. Muy bien. Bien hecho.
It's Julie's birthday today. We walked 532 miles today. No, just kidding. 533 miles. It was a very long walk uphill, about 560 miles up, and then we came back down. That was actually a super easy day, beautiful weather, amazing views, and good company. Easy peasy. We could have done another 5 or 10 miles, for sure. Yay? No? Yay? Yeah.
Highlight of the day was seeing the cows gallop, which I didn't know was physically possible for cows to do.
Happy birthday to my friend Julie. Yes. And many more, and we're so happy that we're sharing this day with you.
The views today, the mountains were like comfortable. That's what I felt the mountains were. Yeah, warm and fuzzy. And the weather was ideal because it wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold. And everybody was very supportive of each other.
And the first 500 was easy peasy. It got tougher after that. So that was a little rough, but I appreciated Victor sharing his nuts. And I was surprised about the attraction I had with the cows.
The cows, right.
To the point that the bull came up to me to make sure that we kept on walking.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I thought the whole thing was really fun. I just liked the technical trying to figure out where to place my sandals as I was walking. People questioned that a lot, that I was wearing sandals. It just went on a little longer. It felt like it was going on too long. When we first got here, they said, oh, you're the first ones here. We're like, we thought we were late. We thought we went too far. No. So we were just glad to see people we knew when we got here. So it was fun. It was really fun. It was just, I'm feeling it.
I thought it was great. I liked the terrain. I liked the country in general. I liked the little villages we went through. I liked how well marked the Camino was. I had fun on it. It was a good day. On top to bottom, it was a good day and I enjoyed it.
Gracias, Sammy, por este momento que nos has dado. Espero que disfrutéis todos de este viaje, lo que nos queda, que es una experiencia muy bonita. Entramos en Galicia y vais a descubrir lo místico del camino.
Solo puedo decir que estoy encantado de la experiencia, me parece que es un grupo encantador.
The blue skies and the colorful flowers, they were just incredible. Completely, when we got into the high country, the flowers were just everywhere and they were always different. Turn around the corner and it looks different.
The rainbow. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
That's not my favorite part of it. She does want me to.
Honorable mention.
Okay, Maria wants me to mention the rainbow, which was not really a rainbow. It's just like a square section of the of the sky that was, yeah, it looked like stained glass. So, okay, there's some discussion about what it was, but.
So I have to decide whether to do the San Miguel Logic or the San Miguel Artistic. I would say that this hike was amazing because of the company. Maybe it was long, maybe it was hard, but I really didn't notice. Yeah. And I say the highlight were the ditties.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, they'll demonstrate for you. Yeah, it's your legacy. Back to you.
Cut. Wonderful day, great company, beautiful views. Really couldn't ask for anything more, except maybe a couple more miles.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Be careful.
Hey, Camino.
Camino. Not a first rodeo.
How you guys feeling today?
Avocado, very avocado.
Very avocado.
Introduce me to your avocado friend. Any name? No, nothing?
No.
Do you guys want me to stop and make a photo?
Yes.
Yeah. We have Frank and Julie here on the Camino, and they found one of the luckiest things in the world. It is a 4-leaf clover.
He's like a monument for the day.
Galicia cerrado meu país, un canto a Galicia, miña terra natal, teño morriña, teño saudade, porque esto lo sé de seres teus labios. Teño morriña, teño saudade, porque estou longe destes teus lares, destes teus lares, destes teus lares. Teño morriña, teño saudade, teño morriña, teño saudade, porque estou longe.
This was a beautiful walk. Easy
In the rain?
peasy, gorgeous. I'm told this is not rain, this is just low clouds.
Yeah.
So
He
I
says-
kind of beat him for the pin.
I hereby pin you with the little girl walker.
Yay! This actually, I'm going to dedicate this to my sister Maggie.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. She would be a big girl.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Arriba, abajo, centro y para adentro.
Vale, tortilla de patatas. Ración de tortilla de patatas. Y ahora viene el bocadillo. Vale, y unos huevos con chorizo que faltan.
Yeah, scap push-ups. Because that's going to pull back. Have one boss. That's going to pull back.
picture. And last night I put it in my back pocket so I wouldn't lose it.
Buen camino. Take pictures, Maria. Getting this stem done. Get it.
Are you guys the cat connoisseurs? Hey Julie, what's this one?
This one is
Yeah.
Foxglove.
What is it? Foxglove. Ooh, very cool.
Foxglove?
Warm hands?
Digitalis.
Ooh, what do you do with that?
Well, you can either use it as a poison or cure.
Ooh.
Ladies
Which one do you
will,
choose?
Skirts that cinch in at the ankle.
Give me now.
Okay, move out.
Tradition says stopping halfway up these stairs brings bad luck for the rest of the Camino. Jose Luis climbs to take up his post to make sure they don't stop. The pilgrims start, though ignorant of the tradition, climbing, reaching the top without stopping. Good luck for the rest of the Camino.
join us. Yeah, that's good. That sounds good.
Suddenly.
Cheers! Cheers! Cheers!
Right.
You're going back up.
Buen camino.
Hey, I'm looking forward to diving on the Great Barrier Reef. My first chance to be out on such a large expanse. I can't wait to see the fish, all the wildlife, and hopefully I can catch a ride on the tail of a shark. So.
Hey Frank, what's going on here? Stamping. Julie?
And leveling. We're leveling.
Dating, stamping.
Yesterday, when we were walking through the fields, I was paying attention to how they planted their corn. And I'm following the contours of the land, the stream, and so on. But what I also found was that you could see where they put themselves into a position where driving out, they had to go over their rows. So it was actually kind of interesting to see that.
A lot of road or asphalt, but there was good shade. There were some ups, but not, some inclines, but not too bad. I always feel like I should have, it's felt like more than what I did, because I'm like, oh darn, really, this was 12 miles? Feels like I did a lot more than 12, so yeah. Cool breeze.
She's a Californian.
Lots of choices to stop and cafe along the way. Cafe my way.
That's great.
Yeah, good day.
Cool. Tia Maria saying it felt much longer than it was.
Victor Yelovich here and Alex Young reporting on this fallen tree for Channel 4 News.
Yeah, we're here next to the tree that came down. It has caused major disruption to local tourism, not having access to critical infrastructure, also known as Wi-Fi, as they say in Europe. Two local law enforcement and other institutions to make sure that these tourists have access to Wi-Fi.
This is Victor Yelovich and Kasia Trapshaw reporting for Channel 4 News. We have reached a clearing in the woods. Can you point at the human activity?
There's a blue thing here. It's clearly late 20th century artifact left over by Homo sapiens.
Oh, Homo sapien artifacts. Very blue.
Now we don't know for sure what the Homo sapiens were doing here in this particular clearing. However, I think we can say that they were present. And that's enough.
Anyway, Jeff Neighbor in the area recently reported an outrage, something he witnessed that happened here leading to the destruction of this 300-year-old wall.
Oh my.
Jeff Brown, do you care to shed some light on the situation?
Not only do you want to shed some light on the situation, I've been reporting this for months. This is an absolute disrepair. The city hasn't responded, the county hasn't responded. I've even called the dog catcher. Nobody cares.
Have you reported it to the local HOA?
I refuse to speak to them. I will not lower myself to speak to them. We pay their salaries. Why should we have to speak to them? They need to report to us.
Spoken like a true citizen of Spain.
Channel 4 News reporting in the broken wall. Over.
Walking down Camino Santiago, as one does on any normal Thursday afternoon. And there's this beautiful old 17th century cross, and all of our compatriots are just walking right by it, one after another. They're just walking. Yeah. And I'm like, hey guys, nothing. Somebody had to take a picture of the cross.
So we were like, I don't know what a Cruzeiro sounds like a cross, but it could be food. That was him. He thought it was food. So we had this discussion for a long while, as one does, probably, 10 minutes. What could a Cruzeiro be? And then all of a sudden, Kasia pipes up, it's a cross, a stone statue. I'm like, well, why are you so confident, Kasia, on this? She goes, I Googled it. And I was like, wait, what? So that, but even with all this information that we had that she gave us, we still, as she said, just zoomed right on by. Didn't see it at all.
I did. I admit, I Googled what a Cruzeiro is.
Yeah.
I Googled Cruzeros on the Camino Santiago.
Yeah.
There were a couple on the way.
Anything to avoid talking about the cross.
That's right.
Well, Edie, unfortunately, the hummus we had today was not indigenous because this is May. Everyone knows that hummus is not harvested in Spain until August. So, unfortunately, it was an import. Now, I'm not going to get into the health ramifications because we trust hummus that is grown in Spain. But this import, which is alleged to be from China, you can practically taste the microplastics in it.
Oh, yes, the carbon dating. We can actually tell the ancestry of your garbanzo beans by pressing them.
Do we need an intact bean?
And then we can CRISPR it. Having said that, I'm going to pass it down.
I do happen to know with my inside information in the medical field that this is a push by Big Garbanzo to purchase all of the growing lands of organic garbanzo beans and to replace them with GMO'd, imported directly from Australia, the same place we get the eucalyptus trees.
That's the connection.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so anyway, but regarding the crucero, Kasia said no one else was interested. What she did not know is I had literally set my watch for the time that she had estimated that we would find it, and I was conserving my energy and lightening my pack to be able to jump into a dead sprint. At the first sight of it, I was ready to let go of my backpack entirely if I needed to out-sprint Victor to the cross. And as we were going down the hill where the cross was, I saw that he was getting really far ahead, and I was so concerned with catching up to him that I completely missed the prize itself. I am so ashamed of myself.
My watch says 0.1 miles. No, it's 10:30. 10:30.
10:30.
Yeah.
This is the perfect Camino store. We have the shells, the bells, the cross, and of course, the Santiago knocker. And that's a free seat. I love it. Cut.
Julie, how's the bread been here? Acceptable?
Yeah.
Bread Camino?
You got both sides.
Chris, what are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about if these Eurasian chupacabras subsist solely on Judge Wig's mushrooms here in the forest. We do have an awful lot of them, and there is a lack of goats in the area, which would also be indicative of Eurasian chupacabra activity. So I think it's time for our cryptozoologist to chime in.
So as we were saying before, the chupacabra is particularly fond of this white mushroom here, as you can see right here. It's called the lawyer's wig mushroom. And chupacabra subsist almost exclusively on this, which is why you don't really see them in other regions of Spain because the mushrooms are not there. That's why we have them right here. And yeah, lovely animal, lovely. Comes out at night, has big teeth, giant claws, and likes to, in particular, it likes to kill pilgrims when they go off to a different trail. And here's one right there. You can kind of see the eyes poking out a little bit.
Not yet.
Go for it. There you go.
No dessert.
Very good. Maria, what do we have for a dish here?
Looks like chicken. It's nice and bubbling in the dish.
Looks very
Cazuela. It is.
Yeah, it smells really good.
And I wasn't sure if this was sweet potato, but I think it's just regular potato with maybe some paprika on top or something.
En la noche clara la hoguera brilla, caminantes cantan, la fe se arrodilla con risas y pasos, el camino va en la hermandad, la luz crecerá. Ultreia et Suseia, cantemos sin vía, adelante peregrinos, la meta es la guía, con el corazón unido la senda brillará. Ultreia
Quiet in the set.
juntos llegaremos ya. Las estrellas miran nuestro alegre andar. En la posada el canto va a estallar. Con el polvo del camino la fe se alzará. Caminantes juntos.
High fives, hugs, and kisses as our pilgrims emerge from the shadow of the arches.
Congratulations.
They look up at the towers rising majestically above them. The plaza opens up before them. Pilgrims, some sitting, some standing, in awe of the cathedral towering over the plaza below. I am still rolling, but I am remembering too. Tired legs, blistered feet, long ago, limping but joyful, proud but humble. Chris is joyful too. He made it in his own terms. Well, almost. He had wanted to go barefoot. Flip-flops were a compromise. Passports out, stamps on full display. 135 miles, page by page. After a short queue inside the cathedral, solemn Gregorian chants after all that noise. While Fran and I stay for Mass, the others queue for the Compostela, a different kind of certificate, this one with hundreds of years of history.
Cantemos sin vía, adelante peregrinos, la meta es la guía, con el corazón unido la senda brillará, ultreya et suseya, juntos llegaremos ya.
Thank you.
José Luis.
Thank you. Thank you.
One more.
Okay. Aquí.
I thank my father for bringing us all together. Amazing voice. I thought I was going to be able to get all this out.
Okay, all right. Uno es.
And now, finally, to our friends and family who joined us on this amazing trip. Thank you so much. It's something I will remember for the rest of my life. I hope you do too.
Cheers. All right. Cheers.
To each
Cheers.
our wayfinder.
Cheers.
The person who
All right.
led us all the way down this style and planning, except for phenomenal.
Farm museum.
She's not batting 100 on farm museums, but 100%, 120% on pop music museums.
Thank you. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. I got an original. Thank you.
Get off of 4A, then you walk down the hallway to another elevator, get into that, and then it brings you to the 3 level, 3B.
Why are you okay?
The highlight of my Camino was after all of the miles and the cold and the heat and the aches in my feet and my toes, which started bleeding on the last day, was coming into the cathedral broken and to be able to receive reconciliation and then Jesus in the Eucharist during the Mass and just feeling like I was at home, I was at peace. That to me was the highlight, the pinnacle of my Camino.
The highlight of my trip was going through the vineyards in a Jeep in the rain, seeing miles and miles of grapes, and then descending into the south.
One of the highlights of my trip was climbing through the rain and cold up to O Cebreiro, I think it was called. Yeah, and just the mist surrounding us. And, you know, we were about halfway through the trip, I think. And it just kind of felt like I had always been walking and I would always be walking. And I don't think we're not real pilgrims here. We get the luxury version, but it kind of set me in that tone.
Absolutely amazing, beautiful Spanish countryside that we were really lucky for Edie to navigate us through, because we avoided so much of what we saw through the van windows. Not so nice. Beautiful, beautiful countryside. Just seeing everybody come together, and I just love this family. You guys are awesome.
Highlight stamps. Next. No, my highlight was genuinely like making deeper connections with the San Miguels, meeting new San Miguels or getting to know and friends of San Miguels, of course. Nothing better. This was a great, great experience.
Santiago and getting the last stamp was really special.
Oh, Jeff. There really were multiple highlights, and I'll just share some of them with you. And it isn't because I happen to be married to her, but I really enjoyed going on the trip with Holly and seeing the tracks she could make. That woman can move.
Oh,
Yeah, yes, she can. The other thing that I liked was going through the small villages. I could have skipped all the big towns, personally. I like the small villages, seeing just how they've just kind of grown organically. I really enjoyed it. And I also enjoyed the flat agricultural stretch that we went on, that went on for hours and hours and hours and hours. There was something about that I could get into the spirit of this. So I did enjoy it. And to also be in the orbit of the San Miguel universe. That was something. So it was enjoyable.
The highlight of our Camino was the fact that we parked really far away from the restaurant and had to do part of the Camino coming in to meet the San Miguels that we love so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It's lovely
Thank
to
you for
be
having
with
us.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Clearly was being in the orbit of the San Miguels. Oh no, I was already in that orbit. I signed up for that a long time ago. Covered. No, it's clearly being interviewed by Channel 4. That was such a unique moment to have the interviewed and being on screen and talking about the stress of the lack of Wi-Fi was a major issue. And what was the other?
Cañas.
And there were a few cañas.
Take one. All right. So it's really hard for me to figure out a highlight. I think in retrospect, I'm just super happy with myself for having walked as long as I walked. I did, I wasn't sure that what I could do, and I'm impressed with myself. My total today was about 5 miles, and I felt like it was a really easy day, whereas previous to that, that would be a really long day for me. So I'm very proud of that. Also, I really enjoyed the dinners. I thought that was very fun, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of just nothing spectacular, just silliness and sharing good food together.
Solo puedo decir que gracias por ser un grupo tan increíble, que me habéis facilitado muchísimo con vuestras sonrisas y vuestra amabilidad la cadencia del idioma.
Para mí ha sido una experiencia muy gratificante el poder veros después de 25 años, cómo hemos cambiado, cómo el camino sigue adelante, cómo al final nos hemos vuelto a juntar los buenos amigos y cómo la oportunidad del tiempo vuelve a repetir esta amistad. Gracias por esta experiencia.
For us, it's been an experience of déjà vu and also look to the future.
Well, this has been a reunion of sorts. We met because of the Camino, and here we are 25 years later, same people, but different somehow. And it's wonderful to see the growth and the change and watching this group become a real group. Even though they're all related, you still get to learn something new every time. And this is my 31st Camino. And each and every time I learn something new, and especially with this family. So thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Todo pasa y todo queda. Everything passes, nothing stays. Pero lo nuestro es pasar, but our fate is to walk this way. Pasar haciendo caminos, to pass through making roads as we go. Caminos sobre la mar, roads across the sea's endless flow. Nunca perseguí la gloria, I never sought the glory or fame, ni dejar en la memoria, nor long to leave behind my name. De los hombres mi canción, my song was never meant to last. Yo amo los mundos sutiles, I love the world so soft and light. Ingrávidos y gentiles, weightless and gentle in their flight. Como pompas de jabón, like soap bubbles drifting past. Caminante, no hay camino. Pilgrim, there is no road ahead. El poeta es un peregrino when the poet must walk alone. Cuando de nada nos sirve rezar, when even prayer cannot show the way. Caminante, no hay camino. Pilgrim, there is no road ahead. Se hace camino al andar. The road is made by walking instead. Caminante, no hay camino. Pilgrim, there is no road ahead. Se hace camino al andar. The road is made by walking instead. Al andar se hace camino by walking. The road comes to be. Y al volver la vista atrás, and looking back at what you've passed, se ve la senda que nunca. You see the path you walked at last. Se ha de volver a pisar a path you'll never walk again.